How y'all doing, everybody? Last week I posted a video of Here There Be Dragons, well, little ones, and those were miniatures I collected from Reaper miniatures, and they were all unpainted. Now, in less than a week after I got them fully painted, so let's take a look at how they turned out. Here we go. This is my little Templar there. I was kind of inspired by the YouTube channel's Extra Credits, where Dan plays the beginning of Dark Souls, and one of his armored up there, it was kind of whitish grayish armor, clothing with a gold helmet. So I was kind of inspired by that to make this one. Turned out very nicely. Gave him blue gloves. This is the first time I ever did a cloak of this color, like it was a very soft, leathery type thing. I think it turned out very nice, and I was very satisfied with results. Sword, very straightforward. So yes, that turned out nice. Put him over here. Okay, the next one here is the other Templar Knight, who I still think that if I wanted to, I could have painted him up like the Templar Knight from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So yes, I gave him purple robes. I don't think I ever had a purple colored knight, so I figure I'd give that one a chance. He turned out very nice. Helmet he has hanging over here on the side, that turned out very well. Shield, that was kind of hard to judge, so I just gave it a dark bronze, a lighter bronze, and a brass, and a silver trim on the cross. Sword's the same as the other guy. This is, sometimes they use the same sword for a lot of the miniatures. So, okay, yes, again, turned out very well. Let's move over here. Next one, Khavith, Serpentfolk. Oh, this one was, very like the way I did the orange robes here. That nice blend from red to yellow to orange to yellow. I like that sort of blending technique. Tough to do because you have to get two sides close together, wet, and then blend it in with a touch of water. I like the face. I think is very well done. Did little runes on the robes, on the back of the sleeves, and I looked at pictures of cobras, and many cobras have that sort of a white mark, like king cobras have this sort of a similar pattern on their head. So I decided to match that. This is for Pathfinder, made by Reaper miniatures for the Pathfinder role-playing game. Instead of texturing the base like I normally do, I just made my own cobblestones, kind of gave base color and highlighted. So it gives a nice effect there. Alright, and then the next one, Gray Maiden. Now the Gray Maiden, again, this is from Pathfinder. You usually see the colorations of a red cloak and all that. I decided to go with blue. I just figured this looks like that, very nice. The shield painted with a bolt gun, and I went over with a chainmail, so you still see a little dark here and there for the shading around the trims. Instead of painting the gems as gems, I decided to give a sort of, gives the appearance of something like inlaid pearl. Also the kneecaps on the side of the helmet, on the sword, cloak. I decided to make it nice blue, a little highlight, sort of green tassels of the hair, at the mane of the helmet. I just love the sort of a semi Greek look at the helm and all that kind of, probably make this like a high fantasy Atlantis character or something like that. It's also, it's, even though these go specifically to a game like this one, again, is Pathfinder role-playing game, your imagination could go all over the place. So, I definitely like that one. All right, and I'm a big fan of werewolves, and painted this guy up. He turned out very nice, various shades of brown, shaded bronze, bronze skin, and painted with a wash of the clawed hands. Use various sorts of brown, and I use for the light part. I use a little bleach bone from Games Workshop. Probably don't sell it as that anymore. Just love the way it turned out here. Even on the eyes, that's very neat. Very much a cool, there you go. Just a nice pose, ready to, take on some stuff. Now, here to the dragons, very small ones. Here we got the Hatchling Swamp Dragon. I just got this one just, because of the way I titled these. So I went over to Oklahoma City and, in the gaming store and picked this one up. And this one didn't take long. Neither does the next one showing up here. Now, usually for gamers who know the shapes of dragons associated to the colors from D&D and on that, this would be a black dragon. The swamp dragon, black dragons live in the swamps. I decided I'll go with blue. Why not? As if I'm trying, not going to be a stickler for that type of detail. Heck, I painted a silver dragon from Reaper and painted it bronze. So why not just go there? Same with this guy. This is supposed to be a Hatchling fire dragon. You figure for the design of this, they'll probably paint it red. And I was like, you know, I don't have a real green one. So that's what I did. I just painted this one, you know, various shades of green. You know, live it out in the forest. You know, and then the wings here, put some highlight of some yellows. This is kind of nice bright look. So yes, put them right there. Now here we come to big ones. Oh, forgot the name of this one. This is the Cyclops Lich. And again, I'll be posting these down below, like my last video. So if you want to buy these for yourself, you can go ahead. Yeah, there it goes. Is an undead Cyclopean Lich. A Lich, if you don't know, in the role-playing game worlds of D&D, Pathfinder, it's an undead wizard. So here you got an undead Cyclops, you know, in robes and all that. Definitely kind of like the Simplicity robes, just paint a nice dark navy blue and highlight it with some enchanted blue. You know, just creases over here. I textured the base here with some flock I got years ago, rarely used. I've been usually using sand. They used to went to our pet parakeet till the parakeet passed away, and we had the excess sand, so I used that. But this time I decided to use a stick one, make it like it's going through some barren, rocky landscape. What I do like about this is what I was hoping to do with this, and I'm glad I achieved this, was the eye. You see, you have these, even though there's a colorful over here, I wanted that eye to really stand out. And it's funny because if I put if I do this, you notice the eye still stands out. That's the effect I was looking for. You know, so yeah, here you see a bright eye and all that. Put the shape. Oh, kind of intimidating, don't you think? I don't know if it shows up well on this camera, but the effect I wanted worked well. And also, my last miniature, Nephal, the Shadow Prince. And again, as I said in the last video, they usually, in the Reaper Miniatures website, they gave a sample paint job of this in black. And I wanted to do green, and I got the effect I wanted. See, you see this dark green, you know, see the muscle tone and everything. Again, gave it bluish hair. I wasn't too focused on exactly what the hair is here. I couldn't think of I didn't want to choose a green, because at the time I think, what kind of shade of green I want that will make it stand out. Didn't want to give it straight black hair. It kind of looks bland. So I think I'll go with a little blue, you know. And something about this miniature is very appealing. The simplicity of it, yeah, it's just a tall, near-naked man, but you sort of semi-Egyptian motif in the skirt. Yeah, it's called a Shadow Prince, but if you use your imagination a bit, a little conversion, you go put some angel wings on it. It could be like a fallen angel of some kind. You could use this guy to sort of a lost sea god, like Poseidon or something like that. I just thought this miniature was so appealing. The sword itself, I kept it black. I didn't want to paint it silver. And you don't see it well. It's not perfectly smooth with the finishing shine on it, but if you look closely, you can see a little bit of green on the edges here. So that way it stands out. You know, it can stand out a little bit of blade edges. But there you go. And of course, thinking about these little dragons here, okay, they look kind of helpless compared to experienced soldiers with armor and sharp big swords and everything. Well, you know, they may need some backup here. So how about we just give it some help here? How about some help with this amber dragon here? And let's go even further with this nice little bronze dragon I painted. Yeah, that'll look nice. Tilt the balance in their favors. What do you all think? You know, well, we don't know how experienced these soldiers are, but against them, yeah, probably instant death. So there you go. And of course, there's this guy here, you know, Nephal, the Shadow Prince, which I sort of painted up sort of like a deep ocean green and all that. And I was thinking, since it was kind of motif of sort of a Poseidon-like figure, why not just pose him up against our little sea titan here? Again, this is from Reaper and all that. I posted up in our video. But yeah, let's make a nice little duel between these two, or maybe they're all, you know, maybe they'll team up a bit. Let me get in balance here. Yeah, who knows? And there's this little werewolf guy, just got painted up there. He seems kind of lonely. Let's give him some friends here. You know, we'll give him this little werewolf here. You know, got him a few years ago, and then, you know, every wolf pack's got to have an alpha, so we'll give it this big guy right here, Lupin Lord. Friends of mine got this for me years ago. because there aren't too many decent werewolf makers to my liking, and they chose not, they were right, and I'm glad they got me this one. So, give you a size comparison there. There's a nice little werewolf pack ready to wreak havoc upon unsuspecting peasants and such. So let's see how, maybe we'll find out how well they turn out, or maybe a few silver crossbows will put an end to our day. So there you have it. These are all 9 of the miniatures. It took me less than a week to paint all together, off and on throughout, from July 28th until August 1st. So yeah, less than a week. Got them all done. I'll post a link down below to each one of these. Here's a slideshow to show you all before and after. And this time I'll put in the unpainted, primer, then painted. And I hope you all enjoy. Thank you all for watching. Try and have a nice day.